In today's video, I'm sharing 3 budget-friendly meals that you can make for under $50 total. Each one packed with protein, veggies, and carbs for a balanced family dinner. These are perfect for busy weeknights or meal prepping ahead. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to see what's next. This sheet pan chicken and roasted veggie dinner is one of my go-to weeknight meals. Everything cooks together in the oven, so cleanup is super easy and dinner's ready in about 35 minutes. I used sweet potatoes, grape tomatoes, and mixed frozen veggies that I had in the freezer, but you can really use whatever veggies you have on hand. Sometimes I will use bell peppers or like this veggie mix. It really just depends on whatever you have. That's why I love these, because they are so versatile. And I also try to meal prep my vegetables on Sundays, so they're already chopped and ready to go for busy weeknights. Unfortunately, I didn't get to it this week, but that's definitely my goal for next weekend. Even without the prep, this dinner comes together fast, and it's always a hit with the whole family. Sheet pan meals like this just make weeknights feel way more manageable. My daughter loves to help me in the kitchen, but since she's still little, I keep her away from anything involving raw meat. Instead, she helps me mix the veggies or sprinkle on the seasoning, which makes it a fun way to cook together. When it comes to seasoning your sheet pan dinners, I like to keep it simple with olive oil, Lowry's seasoning salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and typically I'll use an Italian seasoning blend, but today I decided to use my Southwestern seasoning mix that I had in the cupboard. This one has some paprika and just a mix of other Southwestern flavors. It adds great flavor without needing a long marinade. You can place the chicken thighs directly on the sheet pan with the veggies. Just make sure they're spread out so everything roasts evenly. Always check the internal temperature of your chicken before serving. It should be at least 165 degrees, that's Fahrenheit, to keep things safe and avoid any foodborne illness. And don't forget to wash your hands thoroughly after handling raw chicken. Food safety is just as important as flavor, and I am not about to get my whole family sick, so just make sure to very much clean up all of your raw chicken grease and gunk that gets anywhere. We'll place our sheet pan dinner in the preheated oven at 425 degrees, again Fahrenheit, and cook for 30 to 35 minutes. I did check these at about the 20-minute mark and kind of did a little stirring of the vegetables. They were looking great, and it did only end up needing about 35 minutes in the oven. And serving these is also super easy because you don't have to think of another side to have along with it. You've already got your potatoes and your veggies mixed in and your chicken. It's all there, saving you on dishes, which is always a huge plus in my book. So overall, I just love sheet pan dinners. I do have a few more videos on some other sheet pan dinners I've made in the past on my channel, so if you want to check those out, I'll link it here. But yeah, overall, just love sheet pan dinners. They're so easy. These beef tacos are one of my favorite easy weeknight dinners because you can brown the hamburger and prep all your fresh toppings in under 30 minutes. I used grape tomatoes, green onions, cilantro, and lettuce, and it all comes together so quickly. I also love using my salad spinner as a colander for rinsing everything, even the tomatoes, so that way I'm not dirtying up multiple dishes like if I would use my regular colander plus the salad spinner, etc. You get the idea. Less dishes is always a win in my book. And if you don't have a salad spinner yet, it's seriously one of my favorite kitchen tools. It gets all the water out of your lettuce and it keeps it nice and crisp. I will say I probably don't use this as much in the winter because we don't have as much lettuce then, but in the summer I am constantly using this, so highly recommend you getting one. I will link the one I use below in the description. We've actually been using the leftover lettuce on ham and cheese sandwiches throughout the week, and it adds the perfect crunch and freshness. It's little things like that make dinner time easier and lunch a little better too. Tacos are also such a budget-friendly meal, especially when you can stretch 1 pound of hamburger across multiple servings. I know if you have lots of kids, you probably won't be able to stretch 1 pound of hamburger. But if you have a smaller family like me, we always end up having some leftovers, and I always like to pack in extra protein, so I'll load up my tacos with plenty of meat and still usually have some left over. We almost always have enough for breakfast tacos the next morning or to throw into a quick taco bowl or wrap for lunch. It's one of those meals that really gives you the most bang for your buck, honestly, and they're so easy to make. Making tacos at home is so much cheaper than ordering out as well. If you got tacos through Uber Eats or at a restaurant, like going in person, you're easily spending $15 to $20 per person. Or if you get like a margarita or a beer, those are crazy expensive nowadays, so that's gonna add up. And then at home, I can make a full taco night for around $12 to $14 total for all the groceries, and it feeds our family plus some leftovers. Also, if you are on the hunt for a really good taco seasoning, we have found that the best one is by far at Costco. I, for years, would use any and all brands that I would find in the grocery store, and they were good, but they didn't taste, I feel like, as fresh. I don't know, they just tasted not as good as the Costco one. Sorry, I'm failing on words on how to describe the difference, but seriously, every time we eat tacos and use this taco seasoning that we buy at Costco, we always are like, man, this is just so good. Like the mixture of flavors, the amount of spice, like there's not an overabundance of red pepper flakes in here where like your mouth is burning. It's just enough to be like, oh yeah, this is a taco and there's extra flavor here. So if you have a Costco close by, I highly recommend buying their seasoning that they sell there and trying it out because it is so good and it's seriously our favorite. This chicken stir fry is one of the easiest meals to throw together, especially in the summer when you don't want to heat up your kitchen. I grabbed all the ingredients for just $15 and it made plenty to feed our family. I will say if you don't already have a lot of the sauces on hand and you're buying brand new bottles of soy sauce or hoisin sauce or sweet and sour sauce, the initial groceries will probably be more expensive than $15. However, when you break it down, the cost of how much you actually use compared to the one-time purchase, it would equal $15. It is loaded with colorful veggies, tender chicken, and a quick stir-fry sauce that brings it all together. If you have a Blackstone griddle like we do, it cooks up fast with that perfect char and makes dinner feel like a backyard event. Simple, budget-friendly, and full of flavor, this one's definitely a keeper. So how we make our stir-fry is really easy. We buy this massive bag of rice from Costco. It's like 30 pounds of rice. So we always have rice on hand. I bought this bag like a year ago and we still have a bunch left. So to make your rice, we always do 2 cups of dry rice and then 4 cups of water. So you wanna get your water to a boil, throw your rice in, and then once you put it in there, put your heat down to low, let it simmer with the lid on for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, remove the pot from the heat and then let it sit for another 15 minutes. Don't open the lid. I can't remember the exact reason why you don't want to open the lid. It just messes up with the cooking. So leave the lid on the whole 30 minutes and it'll come out perfectly. And then we love to make a chicken stir fry, so I'm using chicken thighs. And crazy enough, they are actually cheaper at our local grocery store than chicken breasts are right now. So a win is a win, I say. That's awesome because chicken thighs have so much more flavor and do not dry out like chicken breasts do. And then we also love to use a lot of vegetables. So I bought these frozen bags of veggies from the store. They were $1.50 a piece. They've got peppers, they've got broccoli, mushroom, lots of great stuff in them. And then I also cut up 2 bell peppers to add on in addition, because we make a large batch of stir fry. So we like to have lots of leftovers, and I just want to have a lot of colorful and delicious vegetables in there as well. And as you can see, my husband is making this on our Blackstone. He got it for Christmas this year, and we absolutely love it. And it is so easy to make a stir fry on here because you can make all the ingredients all at once. And he also puts eggs. So he put 3 eggs in with the rice to make like a fried rice. And then he did season this. So he used a mixture of dried minced garlic, salt, pepper, some chili flakes, and basil. And we also had my parents over tonight, so they ate with us, and it's just a great dinner to make for a big group of people, and it's budget friendly. So hope you guys love this one. I hope you got some recipe inspiration from these and feel better about what you're gonna meal prep for the week for your family, especially some of these budget friendly options. I hope to see you again soon, so make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you try any of these. And I will see you again next time. Thanks, friends. Bye.